Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 7. Last time we made our way into Manchaland, and now we are currently about to enter the shooting range to see what antics we're going to need to get to in here. 7:13, in which the attractions narration and its riddles continue. As it does. Yep. Story and fight. Logical enough. Welcome, one and all, to the main attraction of Area 1, Fantasy Blood Shooting Range. Wow. The things might get a little too spooky for little ones, so hold on tight to your mommy and daddy's hands. Oh, and don't forget about Fashionista Show attraction. We worked really hard on it. Please pay a visit to pick up a free souvenir gift. Okay. Got Sancho. Gee, she's spooky with your stare again, your grace. Well, I'm thinking of giving out a few souvenirs here. Lady Dulcinea just won't stop teasing me about how my attraction doesn't get a lot of visitors. What the heck? This place is run by a bunch of amateurs or something. Want to know something? The quality of audio has found significant improvement in this recording. Long, long ago, forever ago really, Bloodfiend and humans weren't as friendly as we are today. How sad and tragic is that? Today? Hating each other like cats and dogs, their every meeting resulting in big brawls. Bloodfiends hunted every human they saw, while humans returned Bloodfiend's appetite for human blood with hatred for their kind. Oh no, bad Bloodfiends are trying to eat those humans. Whatever shall we do? Whatever shall we do? To talk them out of it? Bzz, wrong answer. Think again, who's next? Hark! They must be punished with impunity so they may never again hurt the humans. Correct. Yeah, this is definitely the voice from, like, the very beginning of the trailer, right? Where you can see the person with the big pair of scissors. Very well, then. Here's a chance for you to defeat those bad Bloodfiends. How splendidly excited is this? Yeah, so this is the context where those lines come in. In that land, there won't be any wearisome battles to fight. No constant fear of getting devoured. There shall be only laughter. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really. I'm definitely having trouble trying to fully piece things together right now, but I think that's intentional. That's a fun background. 14 enemies, yes, this is gonna be a longer fight. Look at that. You can see them all moving and attacking each other and all the shooting ranges. That's fun. Oh, we actually have a bit going on here. On death, Bloodfiend plus 30. Gain 2 eagerness versus the stone. Eagerness versus all eyes gain plus 1 to all physical resistances. Oh. I mean, does it mean all of their allies, assumably? I assume that's what that means. Well, that works. Yeah, some neutrals here, that's for sure. But if every time we kill them, there's going to be a Blood Feast increase, the Blood Feast numbers are going to get fairly high no matter what. Nothing we can do about that. That's fine. Yeah. Always annoying fighting enemies with a lot of counters, because it makes it harder to get up sanity in the first point, but that's fine. We can live with it. You lost your clash, that's fine. You can salute one of them, sure. We got Talisman's going for Dawn, sure. Oh, not Dawn, someone else. I guess Dawn took enough damage. Oh no, because we're running Deviate Rodion, that's right. I forgot. Because it would hit Dawn if it wasn't for Deviate Rodion. Deviate Rodion's got like 2 more max HP than Dawn, so she's often going to be the one hit. Which is cool. She can definitely make use of it fairly well. She's got a decent bit of coins. And a decent bit of HP, so she can afford it, but yeah. She's not great for Rupture. Not that we've really needed the Rupture too much so far. We've got it for the sake of having like the overall theme to the team, but not been super necessary, I want to say. I think my guess for how, like, the parts this is gonna, like, break apart is I assume we're gonna, like, this part, we'll get through all this, and then, like, we might have some other random thing, and then that'll be the end of part 1. Part 2 is probably gonna be us heading to the other 2 lands, and maybe the Ferris wheel as well. Finish it off, fight, like, the big, like, mid-chapter boss. You know, usually chapters have, like, a big boss at the end of the second part. That's kind of a trend that's definitely been very notable. And then maybe third part, we either get into, like, some Fathoms type stuff, or, like, the Developer Branch type stuff, something like that, right? I definitely think we're gonna see something like that this time. Maybe we won't. Hard to imagine there not being a dungeon either. Yeah, 332 Blood Feast. Yeah, that's a lot. That's for sure. You can flee next turn, I think. Yeah, that'll be fine. You can do that and then the Casman, not summon. We'll actually be able to use some funny Deviant Rodion shenanigans here, though, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we're demolishing these guys. Once you get your sanity up, they really do just kind of get demolished. Oh, speaking of demolished, though, Faust is kind of getting demolished herself, though. So that's a little scary. Yeah, you need to get out of here. Big Gluttony Resonance. Give the talismans to Rodion, sure. Yeah, we are taking a lot of damage, though. That's the thing. We're doing a lot of damage, we're also taking a lot of damage. It is very possible someone dies. In which case, I mean, I'm down for that, though, because then we'll just get back, we'll get Rodion back. Which is funny. There we go, we get Gregor back now. Gotten rid of Deviant Rodion. Good thing. I actually stacked a fair bit of Rupture on you, that's nice. It's not the kind of thing where it's really worth trying to maintain Rupture on normal enemies, though, because they're just gonna die all too fast. And there you go, cool. There we go, target practice completed. Dun 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 dun. Everybody, the song goes. Now, I'm sure kiddos are most excited for this part of the attraction. Welcome to the Today I'm This Area's Fixer attraction! When this bad Bloodfiend appears, use those toy clubs we handed out earlier by the entrance to knock them all down. Adults can play too. Now beat that stress out of your sister. No! We don't need Bloodfiends pretending like those fake toy clubs hurt. Not anymore. Only the real Bloodfiends remain here now. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be, though, right? It's hard to say. Warren has learned the unexpected truths regarding Bloodfiends. Oh! I'm always down for unexpected truths. Oh, I gotta recharge in Kaplan, yeah. I mean, this I don't need to do until now, so, like, I'm not that bothered, right? That'll work. Yeah, keep on setting what we have here. Oh, the current level of entities in your load is lower than the recommended level for the stage. Anyways, yeah, sure. I'll, like, give him a few little level 15 stuff for the next part, but I don't think I'll need it for this part. Now, the bad Bloodfiends who want to hurt humans have all been driven underground. Yeah, we know, because we know this isn't... Because this person mentioned Sancho and Dulcinea earlier, right, in the recording. So it's not either of them, of course, who are, you know, going to be the big players. Like, it's not the Barber. Barber's male. But it's the person with the big scissors, so it's something else. I'm not fully sure. Only the kind-hearted righteous Bloodfiends remain on the surface. They made a pinky promise with humans that they won't covet the human blood anymore. that they'd live peacefully, happily ever after together. Because what's better than peace, right? Oh, but look, oh look. The bad, no-good Bloodfiends are crawling back up to the surface again. Sneaking, slithering up to drink human blood. Yeah, well moment, I think? That's what it's supposed to be like, right? Primordial soup of humanity. That is the river. You try that, see how that goes. If I do lose a fight, I'm not too concerned, right? I just lose one in Kaplan, right? Just a single in Kaplan. I can try again. Not too bad. If I really need to, I'll level up my units, but I don't think I'll actually need to for this fight. Maybe I'm overconfident, but like, overconfidence is funny. Nothing else, I'm sure I could just chain battle like 12 units instead of just doing 7, and then even if someone dies, I'll be relatively fine, since it's a relatively low stakes normal battle, right? So Lu could actually kill the third coin here, I could see it. Nice, and we get the reuse, cool. Look at that. Love to see it, love that nice damage. Cool. It's a funny skill. It's any skill that's reuse on kill is super funny, right? It's just like basic logic, right? Also, I think like from now on, like I don't know if I'm gonna even bother to let Rodion run away, right? I'll just let her explode to her weapon if need be, right? That would be funny. Maybe a little mean to do that, but also it'd be funny. I don't think I've actually... No, I think I have seen the... No, I don't think so. I don't think I've actually seen the animation in game myself. I've obviously, like, seen it before in videos and stuff, but I haven't actually triggered it myself. It's funny when she just explodes. Kind of makes me wish certain IDs had, you know, custom corpses or something. Or at least that, you know, they made it so the actual, Polonidza, like, remains there, but... I understand why they didn't. It's not something any other ID has so far, so yeah. Nice. Got a lot of skill 3s, so it's doing a lot of one skill at a time animation stuff. Which is fine. We're tearing through these guys. Skill by skill. Shield is not enough for you for me staggered. Means you can't use your skill 3. That's fine. Take that guy down. Cool. Let's see. Bunch of them here. Yeah, we're winning a lot of clashes though, so I'm not too concerned. He's getting one-sided. That's fine. He might not be. We might kill someone to get like an attack off that we weren't expecting. Something like that's always fairly possible. We'll see, I guess. Almost killed, not quite, that's fine. It happens, it happens. Maybe we should, like... I guess if we wanted to be really funny, we could, like, bench Yi-Song so we can get Blade Lineage Yi-Song or something. Actually, we could just get, like Butler Ryoshu support passive, and that would also be great for us, right? For just getting your poise up better. Even like if we didn't want to bother talismans, because I'm not really doing much with talismans, we could also try like Zwei Sinclair's support passive for, you know, the more haste you can get from that. Could be pretty good for Mersa. He does love his haste. I do really like the fact that the Dawn buff isn't something that's like forcing you to like suffer through like it as much. It's like a slight debuff, but a pretty minor one for the time being at least. That'll change, I'm sure. It'll change, but it's cool for now. That's what matters. Victory? Cool. What's going on next? Going down now. We're in the sitters. Each share their impressions of Manchaland. Clear within 12 turns. Has it been 12 turns for these ones too? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. There's a bit more variety, because chain battles can be a little longer, so fair enough. Once again, lower leveled, that's fine. I'm not that bothered. Our human friends grew scared that the big bad scary Bloodfiends might come back to hurt them again. Spending every hour of the night trembling in fear of no good Bloodfiends, not getting even a wink of rest. And you know how important sleep is to skin maintenance. A bad sleep cycle is a leading cause of hair loss and various nasty skin conditions. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'd know a thing or two about bad sleep cycle. Hey, she's got a point. That's when a fixer righteous and just comes up with an idea most ingenious. What if, and I mean really, what if, we could create a place in which humans and Bloodfiends may coexist in happy harmony? There, the kindly Bloodfiends will protect humans from evil Bloodfiends, while humans will voluntarily share their blood with the kindly Bloodfiends. How's that? Now isn't that really an idea most ingenious? Yet, 'tis an impossible task. How can humans coexist with Bloodfiends, those villains who have naught but the base craving for human blood in their craven hearts? But it's only natural that such grand impressive ideals would be met with some resistance. But a great leader is often flanked by capable vassals who can help them realize their ambitions. And soon, Manchaland was born! Manchaland where smiles of joy bloom! Manchaland where everyone can dream free! Wow. Look around all! Look at all the smiling Bloodfiends giving you a toothy grin! Yeah. Very 8 o'clock circus-y. That's for sure. Oh? 16. That's a couple. They're higher level than us. We might need to ego at some point if need be. We don't really have great sin variety on this team, that's for sure. There's no but, just kind of stating that fact. A little unfortunate, but we can get some egos going, I'm sure. Don't know which ones, but certainly some of them. Okay. Okay. That just felt rude. A lot of these really just feel rude. Okay, there we go. That's a win, though. That's a victory. That's a dub. Didn't do that much for us, but I mean, it's sanity is sanity. It's appreciated. Okay, a lot of counters this turn. Really annoying. I'd like to get my sanity up. But that's fine. We can stagger you in there where you just can't counter us. Got him. Well, glasses we are going for seem fairly decently in our favor, so that's good at least. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is working decently. Our sanity's going up slowly, but surely, as they say. Letting Merso do a lot for us, since, you know, he's goated. It's just so funny how they gave Merso, like, the streamer identity, and he, like, does the entire thing in such a different way from the actual guy himself. He's like, I stream, oh yes, I stream so people can give me feedback on my weapons, compared to the streamer who just wants to be famous, assumably. Something along those lines, yeah. Okay, I mean, he does well some of the times, I guess, you know? He flops on occasion. It happens to everyone. Everyone has the occasional flop or 2 or 3 or 4 or more. Sometimes there's flops. And that's alright. Part of life is, flop mitigation. Crucial part of life, in fact. Nice. Really littering the ground with corpses, that's for sure. Encountered a little close to being staggered from that. Bit unfortunate, but like not really much we can do about that, unfortunately. If you get staggered by a counter, we just kind of gotta accept it, right? Which is why we're going to prevent it from happening. How? Doing enough damage to knock a counter, I think. That's a vague idea. And it might be genius. Maybe. Nice. Okay, a bunch more. Whoa, Karen's shocked too. What are you shocked by? Promise you, it's not that shocking. What is going to be shocking is when Rodion gets eaten by her big carrying case. That's going to be pretty shocking. And by shocking, I mean eating. Yeah. I don't know. Should be able to do some good damage here. You get staggered. That's a little rough. Yeah, I'm taking some damage. That's alright. Okay, you're doing fine though. You're doing fine. Nice. Gloom weak, so I mean good damage once again. Not quite enough to stagger, but Heathcliff should be able to stagger pretty easily here. Yeah, cool. And I think the last of them should show up now, I believe. What's the number at? Yeah, 10. Okay, so these are the last 6. Alright. Sounds good. Let's see how much we can do to them. We can clash everything here, so that's good. Always a good start when you can just do that. Don't let any one-sideds go through. Any pesky one-sided attacks. We don't like any of those pesky one-sided attacks. No, we don't. Or something, I don't know. Nice. Yeah, you're at 33 now, so you're gonna take a lot of damage, but that's funny. And like we've basically won at this point, I think, right? Salute? Do we get the funny salute? No, we kill the second point. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. It was too good to be true. You're a bit of self-damage. That's fine. It's funny, so it's worth it. And you also get like a little bit of shield, so like you can take some of the self-damage safely, right? That's something. And there we go, they're all done. Nice. Successful clear. This guy is funny looking. Oh, but oh my, oh my. Do you see that one thing missing from the perfect Manchaland? Blimey, how long is she going to yammer on for? How unpleasant. It's like she's underestimating us, talking our ears off with some nonsense drivel before sending in her minions. Oi! You're listening, ain't ya? Don't think I forgot you were replying to us earlier. Oh, really? Do you really not see what's missing? Once you're in Manchaland, shouldn't one rightly wear something that befits the occasion? And how could I forget those elegant yet tastefully flamboyant masks? Just like this. This feels much more like a festival now, doesn't it? Now we know who really did those pretty makeovers for our bloodbag friends who escaped Manchaland. Quite the luridly repugnant habit she has. Hackneyed and boring sense of beauty, hardly worth my time. And thanks to all of you, Manchaland found perfection! With this quarrel quelled, Bloodfiends and humans can now live together in harmony, living in everlasting festivities. The final tally of the bad evil Bloodfiends our kindly adventurers slain is... I forgot the count somewhere in the middle. Anyways, you sure killed a lot of those big bad blood fiends. Yay. I like murder. Pretty awesome. Yay. Let's see. In which are discussed the deeds of the fixer whom Don Quixote had believed to be a friend. Oh. We killing Hugo? I guess? We're lower leveled, that's fine. I mean, I can't say I was particularly attached to Hugo, so. Tell us your name, O brave adventurer. That is the condition of your adventure. If you're willing to accept these terms, then speak your name to me. Thou shalt know that my name is Don Quixote. To use that name, you've gone just as insane as the rest of us. The voice from the announcement system briefly fell hesitant, and an extended silence followed. Brave Don Quixote, the adventurer, and her friends placed first in the fantasy blood shooting range competition. Salutations and congratulations! What shall be your reward? Drumroll please, everyone! Ta-da! Here's a button that opens the path to the finest attraction of all time in Manchaland! The haunted Bloody Mary, the highlight of Manchaland, the frightening challenge that only the bravest of adventurers dare face. So this is the device that leads us to our next destination, huh? This seems a tad too easy, don't it? Just like that, and they even bring the button to you. According to the info I bought, though, there's only 25% chance of surviving through the first area. The odds aren't great, but they're not terrible either. What really matters, though, is that we made it through. The button's right here. You bought the info? What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying that there were more testimonies from survivors than what we heard earlier at the briefing? Wow, you guys really are new to this business, huh? Do you really think that the fixers who managed to survive Manchaland would just fork over their precious intel to the HANA Association? No, of course not. They sell important intel like that to just a few people who've got the cash and the interest. They also told me that, to activate the device in Area 1, we have to kill all the blood fiends in that attraction and place first in the leaderboard. And you neglected to tell us this, why? Well, I just thought we needed some time to build the trust between us before I started sharing things. I get it. I bet that intel wasn't cheap to come by. Yeah, totally. Has our mission ever gone this smoothly before? So, we press this button and our job's done here. It's definitely suspicious how easy this was, but what can we do? Not press it? If we're being optimistic, at least we should be able to get out of Area 1 now and join the others. Consider that information regarding blood fiends and blood bags is rare to come by for the public. Had someone unfamiliar with the particulars of battling blood fiends participated in this competition, it may have been difficult to place first in the leaderboard. That's also true, I suppose. Hey, what other information are you withholding from us? Spit it out. What more trust do you need? Otis shoved Hugo, practically threatening him with her odd emphasis on the word trust. That's, They said that there are 3 blood fiends here that we gotta avoid at all costs. Fixers call them the Overseer blood fiends. If you want a better chance of survival, avoid them, or so they say. There's one in each area, but hey, at least it didn't say anywhere in the terms and conditions of the contract that we'd kill them too. They don't have anything to do with eradicating Manchaland after all. Probably. The point is, we were trying to stay clear of those monsters. Let's just hit that button and book it. I cannot well bring myself to do such a thing, oh fixer. You can't? The innocent visitors to this terrible place suffer still, do they not? Thus, the only path of righteousness that remains before us is to defeat all 3 blood fiends, those beasts who watch over this slaughterhouse, and have them pay for their crimes. Holy smokes, aren't you guys going to try to talk her out of this insanity? She's your friend, isn't she? But we already would have tried if we thought there was a snowball's chance in hell of convincing her. Hark! Show thyself, thou wicked blood fiend! I, Don Quixote, shall vanquish thee! So is there anything you can tell us about what these 3 blood fiends look like? That intel cost me 2 mil. They were the gaudiest masks. How fun, how fun. This is the most fun I've had all week. Apparently their masks stand out for being extremely gaudy. They must have had a pretty gaudy smell of blood as well. Which one of you is Don Quixote, friends? May I say it ain't like it used to be. Yeah, you're the person from the trailer, yeah. And there she is. I asked which one of you is this Don Quixote who came first place in this attraction of mine. Hello? Her mask. Just answer my question, and I'll let the rest of you press the button and head on over to the next area. So long as you tell me which one of you is Don Quixote. Tis! She's right here! Hugo shouted from the top of his lungs just as Don Quixote began to speak. The speed with which he called out her name was in striking contrast with his previous slow, reluctant attitude. But, well, can I press the button now? Fixers who activated the device get 1.5 times the rate when calculating the eradication reward. Okay. Try pressing the button now. Ryoshu swung her absurdly sharp scabbard, chopping off his wrist with blinding speed. Oh! Young Ryoshu, whatever hast thou done to put thy steel against the flesh of a compatriot? Never accepted that it is my compatriot. Don Quixote, he was trying to sell you out. But verily, yet... I smelled treachery the moment I saw him. I waited, curious if he would demonstrate even an ounce of creativity when pulling off that act. He sure didn't. Went for the most generic way to do it in the book. But this is tired, meek, and cliched. Can't stand the lack of originality. And that's more so than being betrayed. She's annoyed by how unoriginal his betrayal was. So you would have just let him do his thing if it was interesting? Oh, how did you know? I was gonna kill him myself. I mean, how could I let someone so scruffy and slovenly press the button in our arena area of all places? Oh. So you're that Don Quixote? The Don Quixote who won my game? Indeed, 'tis I. Well then. How did you win? I have rescued numerous innocents and hewn my path through scores of villains to vanquish a curse such as thee. Wherefore art thou so giddy? Oh, I'm just so happy, you know. So, how did you like the game? Mine's your favorite, isn't it? I was gonna add a few more decorations here and there, maybe some frilly lace, but I ran out of time. You see, since bloodbags can't change themselves, I have to dress each and every one of them myself. Anything too complicated just isn't sturdy enough to stay on. What horrible crime thou confessed. I am not here to play thy games. I have arrived here to eradicate this terrible place that taketh people, Manchaland, to slay its villains slithering within. Okay. Why aren't you wearing the outfit I made for you? How discourteous of you. If you wanted to hang out in my area, you should have made yourself a little more presentable than this. What the... Is it just me, or does it sound like their conversation isn't connecting at all with each other's? Yeah, she's nuts. Let's put her out of her misery. I just know that you'll look great in a can-can dress and boots with ribbons. Oh, I'll make you look so pretty. Yeah, she seems to think Don Quixote is just... Well, Carmilla, right? Interesting. Weird vocal stuff going on there. Third kindred, okay. That's why. Gain Withered, so yeah, you get the big debuffs. Prioritize a sewing target. Expires at turn end, sure. But any enemies with 30% or less HP use I don't need ugly things. Okay, you eliminate them, assumably. Panic, recovery, panic, reset. Recover, panic, consume, blood feast to gain benefits. Fail to consume blood tinge Sinister Blades, gain 30 bleed. When you take the damage from bleed, then lose 3 bleed count, then gain 2 attack power. Okay. New pattern 40% HP. Yeah. Combos are 10, cannot draw below 1. At 10 plus, convert them to 2. At 20 plus, convert them to 3. So 2 is offense and defense level for 5 stack, sure. 2 offensive, okay. Just more offense level and stuff, okay. A lot of passives. Targets bleed, heal by 40% damage dealt. After attacking unit, heal at least 100 HP, heal 10. Not activate on hit with unbreakable coin skill if it lost the clash. Yeah, okay. Logical enough. Oh, that's a clash encounter. Cool. That's cool to see. I'm glad they're doing stuff like that. I was assuming enemies would get that sort of thing. Certainly weird. Very weird song, that's for sure. You're struggling with that. That's annoying. You're probably better off with that then, yeah. I mean, if I do something like this, I can just offset that. I should probably just offset that, yeah. I think that'll be the play. And we just hope we can win a decent bit of clashes here? Bad start. Cool. Dominating a clash, I mean, that's good at least. And you don't seem to gain a lot of SP from winning clashes. Like, you're gaining some, but, like, it's at a reduced rate. So that's good, at least. Now it's your turn. Let's see. Inflict a deep wound next turn. D-Blast 3, okay. Deep bleed count, trigger bleed, and self and lose one bleed count, sure. And prioritize, yeah, sure. That's fine. Struggling, yeah. That's fine. Does the sec target do well against one of these? Yeah. Yeah, we need to win some clashes to get our SP up a little bit. Unfortunately for us, we cannot win, like, very many, if any, clashes here. That's really fun. One of those kinds of fights, you know, dong back moment. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We can dissect target, that's cool. And we can Fente, that's cool. About all we can do. But I guess that's something. I guess Fente can neutral one of these. You know, we'll try that. Better than most things can do. Yeah. Not surprised. Love sanity. Okay, that's good. Nice rupture. We do win that clash, cool. Still attack because, you know, unbreakable coin, yeah. That's fine. You win that, cool. Rupture runs out, that's fine. We're getting hit a bit. I think we need to accept it to a degree. We can get some SP going, though, so that's good. The song very much is insane. Tell me what they're going for, though. We'll try at least something like that. Love neutrals. Yeah. We're under-leveled. It happens. Feels great when you win one of these clashes, though, because then her sanity goes down a little bit. She's got a worse chance of winning clashes in the future. The fact that they're keeping her name as question mark, question mark, question mark definitely means she's going to be an important character. Is she going to end up being the Barber after all? I guess it's not impossible, right? Okay, yeah, your sanity's super high now, so that's a lot of fun. Yeah. How did we get so many heads with Heathcliff? Okay. I'll take it. Not looking great overall, but you know, that was still cool to see. At least a little bit. We still don't have enough pride to trigger that, though, so that's annoying. We do have some egos we could use. Chains of Others, obviously, super good here. Does not win that clash, though. Okay, cool. What does? ADD, maybe? You don't have the speed, right? We can teleport. That's favored. Unbreakable coins on a mass attack is really annoying. Yeah. So it's new. I think it's just skills, though, right? I think so. You're dominating a clash, though. Like, that feels so good to see. We need to focus on some of this other stuff, though. So we teleport. Can we use any other egos? No. Is there any ego combinations we can do? No. Okay, we can use one ego this turn. Alright. Well, we can Salu one of these mass attacks? No, we can't. Okay. Alright. Awesome. I mean, it's unbreakable coins anyways, right? Like, we're kinda doomed. We'll just do what we can, I guess. Which isn't a lot. Being completely honest. Our possibilities are very limited. Let's do that, sure. We're gonna get hit by a lot of attacks, and it's not gonna be good. Cool. Weaken you next turn, that'll be good. Merso gets weakened too, which is a little very unfortunate, you know. Sank, definitely not an idea that really enjoys getting 3 bind next turn, but... and we'll live with it. Bleed damage means you're gonna get staggered by the mouse attack or something, I assume. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Okay. I've leveled up some of my units now. So we should be in a better position, maybe? Let's see how this goes. It says it's lower, but that's just because I selected everyone. The actual team we're using is all level 50 now. Since it's probably just going to be better. Better clash chances. It's a dongback situation, like a lot of fights like this. You just gotta get your high sanity up before she gets high sanity, and then you're fine. Kinda how it goes. Favored everything, that's nice. Yeah, that's not great, that's fine. Wrong skill. That's solid. Pretty solid. Have you do that, and then, like, we'll just have you counter that. Just get rid of it. Sure. Okay. Nice. Good start. And we could also maybe get funny rupture shenanigans going, depending on how things go, right? It's possible. I think I'm more so worried about getting Sandy up first and foremost, then I'll care about Rupture. And our Sandy up means her Sandy's down. I think she's probably got some sort of Sandy regen, like passive or something. I think if she goes all the way down to minimum, then she does, obviously. Yeah, unbreakable coining, yeah. Fente something, that's nice. Shall nibble thee. Forsooth. And once again, that's more annoying, so we're just gonna have you deal with that. We get talismans like this. Talismans going for the person who's not attacking, though, so I mean, it's not the biggest deal. Okay, that's annoying. That's fine, we can recover. We can just do a little bit of gaming, and then we'll be fine. Hate sanity so much. Yeah, unbreakable coin, so you still, you know, get your counterattack off, that's fine. Like, the unbreakable coin mass attack is just such a lame thing to do. Do something like that, though. That's pretty solid. You're the sewing target, so you've got that funny icon indicator thingy. Try something like that, sure. Yeah, it looks like we're doing pretty well, though, yeah. Okay, that was very close. We pulled through in the end, so I mean, better than nothing. Trusty Polu, nice. You're getting some Sandy up now. Cool. Alright, we're looking good. We can get some funny Rupture Infliction with Yi-Sung now. I think this is the point where we can try some Rupture things. Oh, you're mass attacking, though. That's right. We don't have any egos we can use this time around, though, so that's a little scary. Being Dimensional Rift, we can Salu. And then I guess we got a Courier Trunk that? Yeah. A little scary, but I think it's the best option we've got there. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about Rupture damage. You only got one body part, so, like, it's not even that worthwhile anyways. Well, the good thing is, if we break the Unbreakable Coins, it still means, like... Well, I guess we don't break them, but they're still weakened, right? So they do less. Still sure is a mass attack that, effectively is, like, one-sided. Okay, you're almost staggered, so that's good, at least. And that one's not nearly as bad. That's fine. Okay, that's a little rough, actually, but that's fine. We'll live. Okay. Well, you're doing decently, at least. That's nice. Close to being able to get a stagger off. Going for a lot of attacks this turn, though. Yeah, you can afford to get hit a little bit, though, so, like, we can just, like, ignore that one. Don't do... Okay, that's fine. So we just ignore that one, but otherwise Clash... Okay, that'll work, yeah. Yeah, you're targeting this part. We should have you make sure you actually keep on going for the same part, since we got the passive active now. Should be pretty good. This looks solid enough. Nice. There's the stagger. Cool. That's what you like to see. So now you're... There's a little absorbing energy animation playing there. Not fully sure what's going on there, but that's fine. We can just attack you a bunch. We're talismaning you. That's... I mean, that'll work, right? Might as well. Oh, we weren't talismaning you, right, because it's not based on max HP, it's based on current HP. I always forget about that. Well, either way, you're, like, fairly high on rupture count at the time. It's not gonna last, but, it made it so we got you to your threshold, right? Can't take any damage beyond this point, right? Because, oh, you just get a new pattern. You don't actually get... We could have just straight up killed you there if we did enough damage. Okay, good to know. Well, you're in a different pattern now. Cut you up 2. That's probably pretty fine. Pretty fine being cut up 2. You can keep on going for that part. Cool. We actually got that rupture count infliction from you, so that's nice to see. Kind of hard to maintain, but it's still nice to see, right? And yeah, unbreakable coin moment, yeah. That's fine. Nice. The rupture is definitely adding up. Like, we're not able to, like, maintain rupture. We're not able to, like, stack it up and maintain it pretty easily, but we're doing a lot of damage, though, and that's what matters. A mass attack momento. It's fine. Yeah, just pop that. We haven't been egoing because we haven't really needed it too much yet, but probably a safe idea to pop it, just for safety. I also completely I keep on forgetting about focus attack because the indicator is really small, right? I keep forgetting about it. I'll get into the habit of doing it, focus on it a little bit more often, but we stacked it up a decent bit. Okay, cool, down you go. Nice. No need to worry, though. No need to take that, you know, unbreakable coin mass attack. Oh, hey. That reminds me. How rude of me to not say hello to our visitors. Right? Ugh. The mask. Oh. I have to be courteous. It's impolite to wear a mask in front of our guests. Ugh. Oh. The face hidden behind the mask was bloody and mangled. To the point where it felt wrong to look at her in that state. No, don't look! Don't look at me like that! If you're going to kill me, at least kill me with my mask on, please. I know you will, I know you will. What's a little favor between you and me? The Bloodfiend's unmasked eyes glowered intensely at Don Quixote as she pleaded. As Don Quixote stood there, stunned by the sheer intensity of the screeching Bloodfiend, a slow voice began to echo from the void. The Barber used to enjoy wearing cuter, prettier masks, something with more charm, more elaborate design. Oh boy, something's happening. She thought those terrifying rough masks only served to scare people. Perhaps she believed that it was only fair that she wore a prettier mask, now that her face was shrouded. That individual is wearing a mask as well, Executive Manager. We must stay alert. But isn't there just one overseer Bloodfiend for every area? Maybe he's from a different area, but why would he... Tch, we should have gotten more intel out of the traitor before he betrayed us. A little much in it. Too big-weighted Bloodfiend's right by the entrance, seriously. Certainly. It appears to me that you are all rather spent from the struggle against the Barber here. Then allow me to make a proposition. You've gone there and back again on all kinds of adventures, yet I am but a mere guide and a greeter here at Manchaland, a place of blossoming smiles and dreams. So I will gladly open the path for you. Could you promise to tell me all about your wonderful adventures, so that you may find the prize you seek? so that you may not lose your way this time. What? However, if that is not what you seek, well, why else would you be slaughtering scores of Bloodfiends here now? And the masked Bloodfiend in blue, who suddenly appeared here, was clearly speaking of Don Quixote, and only Don Quixote. Forsooth, many a great adventure have I undertaken, so many that to recount them all would parch my throat before the tale's end. I think that's a Don Quixote quote. I feel like I've heard that before. Yet thy trigger shan't fool me, while the treasure is of great worth my troopers here's to vanquish wicked bloodfiends such as thee. I, Don Quixote, shan't compromise with the villains! Ha ha ha. I had a feeling you would say that. But that won't do. You have to share it with everyone. The most wondrous adventures of yours. Well, the masked Bloodfiend raises his staff, and Don Quixote's mouth shuts, as though a supernatural power was forcing its will on her movements. In that bizarre silence, her eyes shimmer quietly. Oh boy. We're heading to here now. Oh. So those outer layers also mean something. They're like the adventures. Interesting. I was wondering what they were, because I noticed that when we saw like the big map, right? There were like these little like outer bubbles here and there. Another fight. And level 44 difficulty clear within 10 turns. Only one enemy. Curious. I'll keep on running with this squad, though. We won't get to do funny dev yet, shenanigans, but it's not like I actually was going to anyways. Please, hold on a moment. Can't have a good tale without proper backdrop and some music to set the mood, With the click of his staff, the magician rapidly shifts and warps everything around us. Episode 1, in which are recounted the most wondrous adventures of Don Quixote. Huh? What the hell? Golden bow resonance? Recall the days of adventure you once lived. Indeed, I faced countless perils and enemies in my tales of adventure. Yeah, that's her, like, portrait armor, yeah. Then how about we share a few select adventures you found particularly memorable? Let everyone see your grand exploits in plain sight. Oh, how about this tale, then? Let's call it The Hallowed Adventures of Don Quixote. And the Night of the White Moon. Oh boy. Ta-da! The Night of the White Moon? Is that who you really are? Haha, of course not. I must apologize for my delayed introduction. My name is Samson, and I will be your guide on your visit here at Manchaland. The Night of the White Moon is nothing more than a role I play. Yep, Samson, the Mirror Knight. Oh boy. The Night of the White Moon. How do I look? Close enough, would you say? You seem quite peeved that such a role would go to someone such as myself. Well then, we have another actor present here to play this character. A little green, a little incomplete, but still with the sign of great potential. Sinclair? I give this role of the Night of the White Moon to you. Yep. Yeah, still with the sign of great potential. And given now this guy, oh yeah, he's got the blue reverb, or not the blue reverb. What am I saying? He's got the Demian background, right? Like the same gradient as the Demian gang. Mentioning the sign of great potential. Yeah, Sinclair moment. But me? Sinclair held his forehead for a moment, then looked at his changed appearance in confusion. Yeah, Mark moment. But that did not last. Even Sinclair has gotten quiet. Like something's controlling his mind. It appears that they have become like actors on a stage. As long as that individual is talking, they cannot break character. Oh boy. Whoa, is that safe? The pair sought a certain river, the tales of which have been told only through legends. Only the Night of the White Moon knew the path to finding it. Don Quixote was merely going as directed by the night. Oh, excuse me, the trio. Can't forget our dear Rocinante. Each had a very distinct sound of footsteps as well. The knight, an experienced yet relaxed gait. Rocinante, a stoic yet powerful stride. And you, stumbling hither and thither. It's a deep, deep place where no one dares tread. The deepest part of the city, once challenged by countless adventurers, knights, and fixers. Quiet, terribly tranquil place inhabited only by the floating nebulae. We only have a little further to venture. Once we find the river, I will guide you to the place that will be your residence henceforth. An abandoned lighthouse where no one visits. Please, make that place your home. The knight has given our hero a place to live. What a kindly knight. Such loyal friendship brings tears to my eyes. Very well, then I trust thee to lead the... No, you did not have a line here. Why was that, one must wonder? Was it the excitement, the anticipation that got your tongue? Well, not the most exciting start to an adventure, was it? Let's keep things interesting, shall we move on? Episode 2, which treats Don Quixote's encounter with the bandits. I can't move! There is no observable method by which we may escape the flow of this stage play. If we don't have a choice in the matter, then let's at least pay attention to it. Thinking back, we've never actually given much attention to Don Quixote's stories before. We consider them to be too ridiculous, too tiring to listen to. I could think of 1,000 different excuses we came up with to avoid having to listen to her stories. Let's pay attention to Don Quixote's story for once. Her story we never knew. In this tale, we look about one of many, many adventures of Don Quixote. Through the journey, the great adventurer Don Quixote visited many villages. And eventually, the adventurer arrived at a village of shepherds. A village of shepherds, indeed. Upon my arrival, I could see plainly that the village was routinely terrorized by a band of highwaymen and raiders. Verily, I could see the palpable fear worn on the faces of the villagers. Thus I inquired one of them to learn of what plagued them so. Oh my, you must be the brave and famous adventurer Don Quixote. Please deliver us from pain, my lord. Alack for woe! Thy wicked caitiffs, the bandits, fell upon thy village. I, Don Quixote, shan't let pass this plain villainy and bullying unanswered. Worry thee not, for I promise thee on all that is I, that I shall root the no-good bandits from thy village. But there's too many for you to defeat all on your own, dear adventurer. Do not let such fear plague thy mind, for there are no adventures in which I, Don Quixote, have not prevailed. Wouldst thou not agree? Hold on a minute. Something feels off, doesn't it? Doth? Who might you be talking to? The Knight of the White Moon? Or your brave steed, Rocinante? Well, plainly, must be Rocinante. Many adventures have I braved alongside Rocinante, a friend and a compatriot whom I shan't trade for anything in the world. Wouldst thou not agree, dear Rocinante? Yes, your worship, Don Quixote. Alright. Greg, did you just turn into a horse? Now, let's try to focus on this adventure, shall we? Otherwise, Don Quixote, as brave an adventurer this hero may be, cannot fend off this whole horde of bandits all alone. Indeed, there were too many of them. 'Twas a battle most difficult, just as the villagers had feared. Will this plan succeed, your worship? What better plan dost thou suggest, dear Rocinante? Oh well, I don't have a plan or anything. I don't know as much about the ways of adventuring as you do, Don Quixote. I shall stand by as myself. That is manifestly myself, Rocinante. That is to say, that I stand without fear. Still, can you see that we are terribly outnumbered? Know that to back down is not to flee, that one must know when to stop their stride when dangerous outpaces hope. Shame, it seems that Rocinante was not as brave as Don Quixote, and not very compliant for a horse, or a pair of running shoes. Fiat in thee, Rocinante, hold thy tongue! In all the years I have lived and places I have visited, I am yet to know a pair of running shoes as rebellious as thee. Hast thou not espied enough of my courage to fight, then? That I, Don Quixote, shall prove to thee this instant, Rocinante. Thus I, Don Quixote, leapt into the fray, the likes of which had not been seen before, or thereafter. Flee not, ye devious caitiffs! Shouting so, I stabbed and stabbed and stabbed with all my strength behind the lance. Okay, now we get to fight the bandits. This is very cool. I really like the art they've been taking for this Canto especially. No good bandit. Bullying. Oh, this music's going hard! Bullies, and that's just their passive. That's incredible. Do we kill with this? Cool, we do. Oh, and they go down in a puff of smoke. That's funny. Yeah, we get the secondary salute. Love to see it. Which also kills. I love the puff that they're dying in. That's so cool. Yeah, there's more. Oh yeah, there's 12 enemies in total. I forgot to check that. Silly me. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot, though. I forgot to check their passives. It's fine. Does Dawn have a different passive or status effect right now? Does she have any? Doesn't look like she's got any, huh? That's interesting. God. I do love how, like, these guys have, like, a normal, like, sprite sheet from what I can tell, right? Like, if they had just been done without the cardboard, they'd just look like normal sprites. It was just completely just, like, an additional touch just to make them, you know, fit the entire aesthetic going on here. That's cool. I wonder how much there's going to be in this, like, dreamlike stance. Okay, something just showed up in the bottom right. That was interesting. Not sure what it was. There's like a big square in the bottom right, though, and I'm not sure what was going on with that. I think it's just a minor visual bug, but a little curious. I can't see anything of it. It's just a random visual bug, I think. Maybe it didn't even show up, like, very visibly at all. I could just be crazy, right? It happens. Nice. Very interesting. So it seems like the three... So I guess I'm talking about random thoughts and my theories on what's going on. I think the three big... whatever they called, like, the three big blood fiends, like the three blood fiends of each area... It's probably the Barber we just saw, so it's probably Dulcinea and Sancho, right? Logically speaking? I don't know. Their names were both mentioned by the Barber in, like, the cutscene at one point, so they're coming to mind. We know they both exist. We obviously knew Sancho would exist. We knew Dulcinea would exist to some degree. It's my initial thoughts, but not fully sure. There's our victory, though. Don Quixote slaughtered those pesky bandits. Eventually, I managed to wholly purge the village of bandits and return the peace to where it belongs. Oh, Don Quixote, your worship, I thank you for protecting our village. How may we repay this great favor? The villagers spoke of the reward for this brave adventurer. Of course they did. Expecting a reward for a job done well was a most natural thing indeed. After all, who would do such difficult work for no pay? No need, my good lady. There is no need at all. I have merely done my duty as a righteous fixer. Oh my, for truth! You helped us for free. without expecting any compensation. Forsooth, for that is the duty of a fixer. Ah, yet, ahem, if thou truly wishest help, then, I do have aught to ask thee. Of course, anything for you, brave adventurer. That is, 'tis not of any import, of course, 'tis, huh? But, how could we repay you? We don't have much money. Blood, I assume. Beyond the, Canto justice based on promise of capital. Still, if thou truly wishest to help, then... This memory, was that Don Quixote? Ah, can't have dead silence on the stage. Let's keep things moving and head on to the next tale, shall we? Sure thing. The next tale of Don Quixote. And seems to be some sort of cave. Something of the sort. Of the adventurer looking at the Helm of Mambrino and the roles that are given. Interesting. Not scrolling over so we can't see what the one after this is going to be. I don't think there was any others nearby, though. I feel like the other ones were around, like, different corners, right? But I feel... Lower level, we're not actually. You're lying. Get owned. Episode 3, in which is recounted the matter of Don Quixote and the helmet. Thus continues the adventures of Don Quixote. That relic, or whatever it is it even real? What if those were just lying to us? Nay, such cannot be true, for they would not lie to their very deliverer. I am certain the relic is near. The pair are clearly searching for something, but pray, what might that be? I beseech thee, fellow traveler of the road, dost thou know aught about the local tale of a noble and knightly helm of the absolutely and incandescently resplendent Mambrino? If you're looking for that whatever helmet, you might want to go up that little hill over yonder, walk along that trail all the way into the cave, and keep going deeper till you find the helm. At least that's what folks say out here, my lord. Very well, then I shall march to that cave post-haste. Thus Rocinante and I journeyed to that cave in search of that legendary helm. 'Twasn't easy, forsooth. One of the trials that which dared to stand in our path was a big, scary bear. Grrr. It's incredible. They're giving us so many really good sprites in this sequence. Behold, dear Rocinante, that creature there must be the man-eating bear, the tales of which we have heard so much of. Oh wait, how long am I going to be in this getup? Listen, you sod. It's... Grrr. I am... beholding it. You can handle it, right? Like you always do? Verily, a mere beast such as that bear shan't match our strength. Okay. Sure thing. It eats people, how fearsome, aw. Grr. What does bear do? More damage. Yeah, it's very generic in a lot of the stuff. I mean, that's definitely the point, though. This is also very Golden Bowie. The light beams and sort of stuff, you know, boss fight with it in the background. Oh, it's not even a... Okay. That makes this notably easier. Oh, those effects are so cool! There's little scratch effects on when it goes for the attack. That's so awesome. I hope this thing's in Mirror Dungeon 5. Imagine, like, this is gonna be like a nice, like, floor 1, floor 2 boss, right? Something like that. The bear. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure if this bear is gonna do anything beyond that, right? Like, it seems like the bit is it's supposed to be a bunch of very simplistic, very, like, fantastical memories, right? Nice. You're getting close to being staggered, and once you get staggered, we'll probably just be able to kill you pretty easily, if I had to guess. I love the fact that it's got, like, that little bear status effect that does, like, nothing, right? It's just, like, a big and... It's a cute, scary, or whatever it said, right? Like, a big, scary bear. How ferocious, or whatever, right? Yeah, it eats people. How fearsome. An actual bear. And that's just the status effect name. This is incredible. And there's the stagger, so the bear should go down here. Don Quixote, eat the bear. Oh, you don't have you can't because you don't have your skill 3 funnies. Get ready, but you know it'd be awesome if you could. There you go. Bear down. And now we get the helmet of Marimbo, whatever. Thus we vanquished the bear and claimed the fabled helm of Membrino ours. Really? A bear? I can obliterate that poor animal in less than 3... Oh, please. Where is the fun in that? We shall battle this fell beast like... From the books! Helm? Do you think these stories are actual adventures of Don Quixote? Miss Don Quixote, not once have we truly given you a chance to regale us with your tales of adventure. She usually only talked about adventures of other fixers. Or she would persistently nag us about her own adventures. I'm not sure. Let's keep listening. But next, though, it didn't look like there was another one nearby on the ring, though, right? We're moving back up now. No longer in the dreams. A very nice discussion that was had between the manager and the magician. Wow. Just a story. The bear might have been the boss. The final one of the part. But what just happened? I just started saying lines like I've known them by heart. Yeah, it's like we were almost hypnotized by something. It felt so real as though we were really there. I know this sounds absurd, but I clearly remember transforming into a horse. Then a pair of running shoes somehow. But I was still myself up here. Strange. How wonderful was that story, I like this one much more than the juvenile, naive story of peace and happiness between humans and bloodfiends that this place has to tell. So, where did you place that precious helm? If I had such a priceless artifact myself, I'd be wearing it on my head every single day. Tragically, the helm will fit my head. I had no choice but to leave it in mine warehouse. Most likely... Shame, shame. Why did you not keep a close eye on something so important? Something you had to go through so much to claim. You might regret the want of it someday. As much as I would like to hear what comes next, this seems to be where I bid you all adieu. I will open the entrance to Area 2, as promised. I'm sure there aren't any other bloodfiends who are as honest about their promises as I am. Wicked! Bloodfiend, how dare... Don Quixote's rage resumed just as the story ended, but she was still stuck in place as though the tale hadn't left her body just yet. How exciting. What new tale shall greet you in the next area, I wonder? Yeah, we're going to do the same song and dance for a couple of times. Part 2 is probably going to consist of this doing the same vague pattern 2 more times, yeah. Well then, I hope you enjoy Manchaland's next area, O righteous adventurer of justice. Don Quixote. Area 2 was... I think Area 2 was Hunglu's sister, right? Or was that Area 3? I don't remember which one was who went to Area 2 and who went to Area 3. Whoever they'll be, we'll see next time. What was that? That was the Golden Bow residence, was it? It felt slightly different. I have no idea what he did to us, but we all helplessly froze in place, as though we were all collectively hypnotized. It wasn't like this when we entered Yisong's fathoms, right? Quite. We could then well tell that it was merely a reenactment of a tale without with a pre-written script we read of our own volition. Maybe it has something to do with that Bloodfiend's special ability? It may be that he took advantage of Manchaland's golden bow resonating with a certain sinner among us, and inserted his own power there to cause this phenomenon. We should probably steer clear of that Bloodfiend. Faust? We can't continue the story. We shouldn't. I didn't have the courage to tell them what I've been thinking this whole time. That Don Quixote, the hero of the story in which he vanquished the bandits and protected an innocent village. That Don Quixote, whose eyes twinkled with sheer excitement at the thought of taking down La Mancha Land, will eventually be forced to spill before every sinner. But she is a second kindred, Bloodfiend. However, Dante... the Bloodfiend hath given us the slip! Alas, we have dealt a fatal blow against one of them, and managed to activate the device we had intended to access. It is a very successful mission thus far, I say. She was back to her usual energetic self. There comes a time when one must awaken from their dream. But Faust's answer seemed to be pointing towards something else. Once the button was pressed, a low rumble emanated from around us, and large passageways slowly emerged before us, like gargantuan parts of a great machine ponderously clicking into place. Ho! Let us hasten to the subsequent canto of this epic! Alright, fine. Very interesting, that's for sure. Yep, that's all we get for now. As expected. My guess is, I don't remember, who was it that were... Was it the Bloodfiend Hunters, or was it Honglu's family in Area 2? I don't remember. We'll probably see both of them next time. We're probably... I guess by the time this video is released, we already know what the IDs next week are, but it's probably going to be the Bloodfiend Hunters, though. If I had to guess, and they're going to be Rupture, of course. So that'll be cool. Who knows who's going to get them, right? Could be anyone. You'll know by now, most likely. Or maybe I'm wrong entirely, right? I'm recording this on release, so... I wouldn't know. I'll modulate those. Yeah, this was good. I'm very interested to see how it goes. Like, the first part's always, like, the weakest part. That's just kind of how it always goes. Such as the, pattern. Oh, yeah, I said this to my banner, because I'm not sure what's going on there, but it definitely seems unintentional, so it's funny. Yeah, a lot's happened so far, and it's only setting up the beginning. Of course... Next update, we'll get the second part of it, and then I'll continue from there. But until then, I do think that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!